First of all, you have to get through this ultra block to get to the warp to the area. But that's not all there is to it, because if we get to the area, we see that we actually have to do the same thing as before, but wait. Wait, what? Seriously? Are you serious? Oh my god. Yes. Yes. This is actually amazing. Hey guys, so in this Star Event 7 Badgeless challenge, there are several stars that we cannot get without any badges. And in this video, I'm gonna explain them, as well as show the ways that we are trying to use to get them somehow. So, enjoy. So, the first star in the list is Mirror of the Secret Cavity in Mirror Cave. This star, as you can see here, is on top of this thing, top of this cave or something, that requires several walkings to get out, just like this. Our problem is our first dive is nowhere close to reaching the platform. Not even if we don't do the dive, we can even reach it like that. And so we've tried building up speed by doing slide kicks like this, but it's still not high enough. It's still too high to reach. And so our best bet for now will probably be to bring several boosts up to here by simply getting one of these and waiting for it to chase us, and then hope that it is high enough to help us reach the star in some way. But yeah, another way to get the star will be that, since instead of being a different area, both the mirror section of this stage and the normal section are actually in the same area. So we could go to the main area, get to some high place, and build up speed from there. But the problem will be that we have no way to build up speed in this course for now. And we actually need quite a lot of speed. And quite a lot of speed is a thing that's pretty hard to get, since the only ways to get tons of speed are hyperspeed walking and elevator backwards long jump. There are no elevators in this stage, so that can't be used to build up speed, and building up speed via hyperspeed walking isn't possible either, because the slope is not slippery. As you can see, I can walk on it, and if I try pulling off the see up glitch, then I just get to stand on it, and I can even zoom in this part of the slope. So yeah, that's not a viable way either. Star number 2 is the crystal coins from from Frit Fart Caverns. This star, for this star, you just have to break this box and get random coins around here until you eventually find the 5 ones that have secrets on them. I'm not really an expert in this game aside from Badgeless, so I don't really know how which of the coins have secrets in them. But yeah, this is how this star is done. And the problem is, of course, that there's this super block preventing us from getting into the room. The only possible way to get past this will be to build up 500. I mean, to build up 282 or more speed. But that's not a thing we can do for now. Though there is a way here that I thought of that can actually be done badgeless. That will be to perform the C-up trick on this, and we could probably get 400 speed. But for some reason, when you try to do that, Mario just stops, and instead of remaining, instead of keeping to slide while the block prevents him from breaking free, he just bounces back and stops building up speed. So that's not a thing we can do either. The third star is break into the small room, also in Frit Fart Caverns. And for this one, what you have to do is break this super block over here and just go down and get the star. Our possibilities are exactly the same as the previous star, so I'm not gonna explain them much. The fourth one is find the gate switch, also in Frit Fart Caverns. For this star, what you have to do is basically go over here to this path and do some wall kicks up onto this room. And then you press the switch and you go to this other place where there's a gate. That's a gate. You just go through it and done. This is the star. And the problem is that you have to wall kick on that place down there. And the way I figured out that it could probably be possible to get that star is basically make this scuttlebug here jump towards Mario and leave it like this similarly to this at the edge of the hole as close as we can. Then we have to go to that spot like before, and when we're there, there's some random chance that the scuttlebug might fall on top of us at the correct time when we need it, and so we could build up speed by doing some slide kicks down there and do a double jump and frizzy dive on top of the scuttlebug. And also, if we could get the speed that I talked about in the previous stars, then it could also probably be possible to just clip through the gate or just go through some random wall to get to the switch. So we will need to do such complicated stuff. Star number 5 is Coins of the U block, also in Fruit Caverns. And this star is just like number 2 and 3, in the sense that we have to break a block to get to the red coins. But there's actually an additional problem with this star, because even if we could get into the room with the star, which I'm doing here with hacks, we still couldn't get the star, because if we collect the 8 red coins, then the star will appear inside the ultra block that we had to get through to get into the room anyway. And so even if we could get the 8 red coins without breaking the ultra block, we still wouldn't be able to get the star, because we will have to get out of the room anyway. So our only bet will be to build up a ton of speed, such that we could get the 8 red coins and then get out of the room, which will require 400 speed, and that will be pretty hard to do. Star number 6 is Bull the Bully in the Temple from Volcanic Jungle Victim. And this star actually looks worse than it is. And I'm gonna show it in a moment when I get to the top of the volcano here. Here we go. Okay, so first of all, we have to break this ultra block to get into the warp, and it already looks hard enough, but then we see that there's a big ball here that we have to get past this ultra block. But as you can see as you could see there, if we get away from the ultra block, the bully can actually get through it, since the ultra block stops being tangible. And so we can still run from these and get to the star. But yeah, the problem was that in the way we broke 3 ultra blocks. But this area could probably be accessible without the warp that we saw earlier in one of the ultra blocks. So yeah, if we could access this area without the warp from before, then we could probably be able to get the star. Star number 7 is Explore the Old Grave in Enchanted Death Valley. So this star is basically a tutorial for the wall kick badge, in that we can have to do some wall kicks up here, then go past this section and do more wall kicks over here. And this second set of wall kicks is the one that's being pretty hard to us. because the first one can actually be skipped pretty easily with the strat that I'm about to show right now. It's kind of crazy, so yeah. And so yeah, that was it. And aside from that, I also tried building up speed by using this corner and jumping into it with the shell in different ways, but I could only get up to 200 speed with it. After that, it resets to 0 for whatever reason. And to get to the star by building up speed on this area, you need at least 250 speed. So yeah, definitely not enough to do what we needed. And as a second strat that could potentially be used to get to this star, there's actually another method, and it is that if we can perform an SBLJ on this lobe, since it's pretty close to the star, then we could probably get through the wall and through the out of bounds section and get to the star directly from there. But the problem is, I'm not exactly the best person in the crew to actually perform a BLJ. I mean, even if I try doing a normal BLJ in the slope, I'm not gonna be able to do it. And it's not because it's impossible to do, it's just because it's me and I'm not really good at BLJing. So yeah, that's one thing that I can't do, but someone else could probably test it and be more successful than me. So yeah, that's it for the star. Star number 8 is a room full of fakes from Hot Sunset Mountain. And for this star, there are 2 things that you have to skip. One of them is skippable in 2 ways, while the other isn't. So the first thing is this super block right here. And to get past this, you simply walk into this wall and you'll let you grab the block and you can just drop down for whatever reason. And then you can just go on over there and that's it. And the other way is to get to this pillar and frame walk up there like this. And then jump onto the land, and I failed that because yeah, I'm not gonna go try that again, honestly. I'm not gonna try that again. But then, after clearing the super block, we get to this place. Or to get to the star, we have to break this ultra block. And so I thought, there are actually 3 Chakyas in this stage. One of them is here, next to the pillar we frameworked up earlier. The second one is at the top of the stage near the first star. The third one is near the second star here in this bridge with the spinning block. And so if we could clone a Chakya and bring it all the way up to here, then we could use it to break past this ultra block and get the star. Okay, so the 9th star that we can get is Rainbow Dreams Columns in the Swamp. So for this star, you have to break this ultra block, and the star is in there. Oh, and also you also have to do some walkies over here, but that's possible to skip with a bunch of slide kicks and a first dive. Not much stuff to worry about. And for the ultra block, we've planned doing a BLJ from that palm tree and redirecting our speed towards the block. And to click through the block, you need 282 speed. And you can get more than 382 speed. I mean, more than 282 speed. But then it's pretty hard to navigate towards the block while maintaining the hyperspeed. And we weren't able to do that yet. Good luck to Tayyip, who's doing this star for himself. Stars number 10 and 11 are the ones in Mountain Slide, both the Time Star and the Red Coin Star. And to get both of these stars, you have to get through this super block to enter the pipe and enter the level. If you can enter the level, then for sure you can get both stars without any problem. And the thing is, if we could get something like PU speed in any stage, then it will be pretty easy to conserve out of the level and into the pipe. I mean, into the overworld. And from the overworld, then we will be able to do PU movement and most likely just get through the block like that. But the problem is there is currently no way to get PU speed in any of the levels. Even though if we could get PU speed and then it will be hard to conserve, especially since this game has this trick where you can just this game has this trick that you can just exit course at any time without any problem. So yeah, if we could get PU speed, then those two things are down. Two stars, I mean. Star number 12 is 100 reds on a dreamy island, which is inside this ultra block over here. And to get to this ultra block over here, and to get through it, we still need 282 speed or more. And as you can see, the only things that are higher than this are that are opening on the wall over there, which is the warp for the switch stages. That platform over there, which is the entrance to Bowser 2, and that thing over there, which is the Course 8 area. And we have access to all three of them, but none of them provide any way that allows us to get any kind of hyperspeed and then get to this block with it. So yeah, that's it for now. Star number 13 is the entrance to Castle Wakari Tower, and for this one you need both the wall kick badge to get on top of here and the ultra badge to break this ultra block. Then you will be taken here and you get this star, which is the one that we need. And the thing with this star is that, funnily enough, I've only recently discovered that this star even existed. So that's the main reason why there are no strats found for it. So yeah, nothing about this star for now. Stars 14, 15, and 16 are pretty big things. So first of all, getting those 3 stars will be pretty good. It will save time in the 0-star tasks, and it will also make any percent possible to beat without any badges. So this thing will be a really cool thing to skip. So that's basically the main thing we're trying to win out. This is the equivalent on a barn challenge to the polling buzzer in the Fire Sea. This is the roadblock to the 90% category of the Badgeless challenge. And these 3 stars are the Secret Star, and the Red Queen Star, and the Time Rock Star. And they are all past this block here. And Homer Funky made a video explaining some things that he found that while trying to find ways to get through that block. Like for example, there's a glitchy wall here that looks like it's possible to build LDA on it, but you actually can't. And using a bully to try to get through the block won't really work either. So the thing we're trying to do to get past that block is either making something push us through it, like the bully, or getting 282 speed and clipping through one of the corners. And if we can do one of these two things in this small area, because we only have this area inside the tower, and outside of the tower there's this thing over here, these three platforms. If we could get either 282 speed or some method to bring us past the block, then it will be really helpful for this category, potentially for the 0-star ones as well, unless it's slow methods like hyperspeed walking or something like that. I mean, there's not gonna be hyperspeed walking in this stage because there's no water, but that could be another ridiculously slow way to build up speed like that. Also, one thing worth noting is that one of the things most people suggest for this star is to perform hyperspeed wall kicks. And the main reason why this isn't doable is not because the walls are too far away from each other or anything like that. It's not even that we cannot build enough speed with it. The reason why we can't hyperspeed wall kick is this: we don't have the wall kick badge. Without the wall kick badge, the only thing that you can do about wall kicks is either this or just first dive, like that. And so yeah, that's the reason why we cannot hyperspeed wall kick to get past this part of the stage. And so yeah, that was it for the Star Event 7 Badgeless challenge remaining stars. And see you on the next video or something. Goodbye.